All right, Megan. So I'm just taking a look at this property here, this Magnolia property. What did I do with there's my sheet. So yeah, this one is, I mean, I'm pretty simple with how I break these down. I'm just looking at total square footage, and going in and setting up my criteria, active, pending, closed. Sometimes I go back a year, sometimes 6 months, single family, and then I just do a square footage range. So my analysis is pretty simple, but it works. Here's our property right here. The next door property sold at 675, but it's not completely fixed up. This one's under contract at 765, um, about the same square footage, and this one's completely fixed up. So I'd be pretty comfortable at that 750 mark. So let me just run a quick analysis on that and see if we can make some money. So just to finish my thought process there, I actually just didn't look at the under contract. I pulled this one over here, which is um, a little bit better design on the house, but not completely fixed up. I mean, it is pretty fixed up actually. So that was sold at 700 on the market for 32 days. And so this one is a fresh rehab, sold at 786, pretty clean. That I would call that a fresher rehab. And you got these 735s. That's pretty clean as well. So with this house, it definitely needs to be freshened up. It is across from a school, but the one down the block over here is kind of where I'm hinging most of my um, comps at. This one over here sold for that 765 or whatever. Well, it's under contract, so we don't know if it's 750 or 725, but my guess is it hasn't been on the market very long. So let me take a peek at that. So let's check, see how long it's on the market for. Not long at all. So they're probably pretty close to list price. So that's just kind of how I look at them. So let me run a quick analysis real fast and see what we look at like at 750. But all in all, I try to look at it through the eyes of the investors that I typically work with and what they're looking for. And so it's not so much what I think, it's what I think that they think, I guess, is what I'm doing. So, because when I put that out there, I'm trying to use these comps and I want to make sure if they're going to be agreeing with my comps. If they do, then they usually sell, right? If all the numbers work. So let me take a look at this and I'll be right back. So typically with these, if we were at 552, um, these margins here on a 95,000 rehab is pretty skinny. My guess is that's probably roughly is where it's going to be. I actually did one over in that neighborhood and I spent about a little over 100,000 on my rehab. Um, that was a couple years ago. So, if I'm putting out there a 95,000 rehab, typically investors want to see, a little bit better percentages. So they typically want to see like a 12% margin. So what I would do, I would probably try to go at them at that 535 offer, try to beat out the other one, and then we would throw it out at like 550 and see what we could do and work from there. So I might be able to find somebody in this range. Um, but these higher end properties are usually sometimes kind of a hit or miss type thing. So anyways, that's my thought process. I'd say, yeah, let's go for it, see what we can do. Um, but yeah, these are a little tougher in these ranges, because you can easily be down to 710 on this one, trying to get it unloaded, and then you're not making very good money. So a lot of these guys using hard money and those sort of things, so then they aren't making anything really. So that's just kind of my thought process. But this is one property I would like to chase and give it a shot, just because, um, I think I think it has a really good chance of selling.